So you wish to know why we can do things that border on the realms of fiction. Very well, you may find the truth is stranger. Let me ask you this first. Can a fish see water? Humans can't see air normally. But if there is something denser, we see it, even if it is effectively the same form of matter. So imagine within every living creature, and even some non-living, there are microscopic nanites that aid the human body in doing basic things passively. For example, say you lost an arm back in the day. If you received medical help fast enough, you would be able to reattach it, but getting feeling and nerve signals reused to it would take months, if not years, of recovery. Nanobots turned this into days. Now extrapolate that for your future thinking. Now I'm old, but even then, I wasn't alive when this transition first started. I didn't even know there was a time without nanobots until we started collecting knowledge as an organization, as well as Jakku's educational talks before he was deemed a daemon. So now with that in mind, of course, people wanted to know how to continue improving such technology, and the more nanobots that were introduced to the world, the stronger its influence became. People with enough knowledge could control them like any other robotic or computer system. Codes, firewalls, encryption, etc. could all be applied in some way, shape or form to isolate your target nanobots to do something specific, like making a glass of water dance around the room without losing a drop. It was then humanity went wild. Colleges, cults, forums, any manner or method was used to try and utilize and weaponize the nanobots. This led to great leaps in human habitation and well-being, of course, but was so widespread even the dregs of society could become a force of nature if they had enough knowledge and strength to withstand the side effects. As the years went by, mutations started to develop in humans. You know, these are the natural-born technomancers, people born with an innate connection and control of nanobots, and in turn the ether. At first, no one knew the difference in that period of time, really. The only real difference a technomancer seems to know is how to perform invocations with very little study, but with all the knowledge and nanites in the air, land and sea. This was often overlooked. There were some who had the ability to see the very text signatures of the world naturally, which I'm sure wasn't pleasant, so on and so forth. I can only speak from experience of some of the good and bad this period of time had done to us as a species. We had great achievements like colonizing Mars, but also would lose city blocks to someone casting fireball for the hell of it. Regardless, this was life then. The war started, and just as quickly ended when the Blacklight purged as much as it could. That's the topic for another time, however. As things became more standardized, the invocation classifications became more well-known. Scripts and script readers were invented, so even those who were not a technomancer or studied could load and launch pre-encoded effects. Humanity did become too passive, however, though there was the danger of having someone, most likely a criminal, try to control the nanobots in your body. There was always some resistance, whether bodily or judicial. When their very infrastructure with no human input started to influence people, only then did people start caring again. However, the war happened shortly after, and today it's only safe to cast if you have an overseeing force, whether it be a city's ether network or an A.I.s. Thank you for listening to this portion of our history. If you wish to learn more about this world, like and subscribe. As the children say, stay safe, Ave.